People, we are Tottenham TV back here for another update. We've got 2 confirmed deals to talk about and a few transfer rumours as well. We're going to start off with the completed deal for Alfie Devine. We brought you the news yesterday that he will be leaving Spurs to join Preston in what is a record deal for Preston, £6 million. And yeah, he's just been confirmed by both clubs now. Tottenham says we've reached an agreement with Preston for the transfer of Alfie Devine. All the best, Alfie. And Preston, Preston have been tweeting non-stop about Alfie Devine for the last 24 hours. But the first one, if you just scroll to the one below, was this saying, Alfie is here to stay. It's a record. And then literally 10 hours later, they said, just in case you forgot.
Delight, that's brilliant. I read on somewhere on X that it's a $4.5 million confirmed fee and the rest in add-ons.
Right.
So, and with a 20% sell-on clause as well. Apparently 1 million of those add-ons is if Preston get promoted to the Premier League. So, however achievable you think that is, I'm not sure.
More achievable with Alfie Devine in the team.
That's absolutely spot on. But yeah, wishing the best of luck. He's clearly a very, very talented player, and he's had a great season. I think in another world, he would have come back to Tottenham after the season he had at Preston and maybe come to the first team and given an opportunity. But unfortunately, that's not the world we live in. We're on to different things, let's say, bigger things. So I think it's probably about time Devine found a permanent home. But I've got no doubt he's going to have a good career ahead of him. He'll be in the Premier League at some point. And I think Preston are very lucky. He got a very talented player.
Yeah, so the deal is 4.5 million guaranteed, 500k in achievable add-ons, a further 1 million if they do secure promotion, 20% sell-on fee, and there is a rumour of a buyback clause as well, which hasn't been confirmed. So that is very interesting. But 20% sell-on clause, you know, if he smashes out at Preston,
yeah,
you imagine he'll go for quite a bit.
It looks like we're doing these clauses in all our sales at the moment. So very much Tottenham focusing on structuring these sales in a way that's advantageous to us, probably more than before. So that's great.
The Preston CEO, Peter Ridsdale, thanked Spurs in the way they handled the sale of Alfie Devine. He said, I would also like to thank Tottenham Hotspur for the way in which they handled the transfer. It has been a pleasure working with everyone connected with the club. That is a first I've ever heard from a club doing negotiations with Tottenham saying it's a pleasure. Whenever Daniel Levy did a deal with a team, like they would always just shit talk him.
Sir Alex Ferguson famously said it's more painful than his hip replacement dealing with Daniel Levy. So I'm guessing different ownership, different negotiation style, and it looks like we're not rubbing people off the wrong way like we have done in the past. So that's really great to see. I'm delighted for Alfie. I'm delighted for Preston. They've got a very good player, and I think we've got a little bit more money through the door to help us fund what has been an unbelievable transfer window so far for us.
And the other confirmed deal is Radu Dragusin. Obviously, we gave you the image of him arriving in Florence yesterday, and now it is all confirmed by both clubs. Let me just get it up. And he's also sent a nice little message to the Spurs fans as well. So there you have it. Dragusin has joined Serie A side Fiorentina on a loan deal for the 26-27 season. Good luck, Radu.
In the article as well, it does confirm obligation to buy with add-ons if certain appearance fees are met. That's what it says.
And then Fiorentina, Radu Dragusin, entra nella nostra storia.
Oh, beautiful translation. Beautiful pronunciation, sorry.
And then he took to social media to say, some chapters become part of who you are. From the day I arrived at Tottenham, I was proud to wear the badge, and looking back, I'm grateful for all the memories I made at this club. Lifting the Europa League trophy is something I'll always be proud of. Sharing the moment with my teammates, the staff, and all our supporters is a memory I'll carry with me forever. But football isn't only about the moments you celebrate, it's all about the moments that test you the most. During the toughest period of my career, when the injury kept me off the pitch, I never felt alone. The support I received from this club, my teammates, and the incredible Spurs fans gave me strength every single day. Tottenham has helped me grow, not only as a footballer, but as a person. Thank you to everyone at the club for your trust and support, and thank you to every supporter for always being there. Your passion, loyalty, and support have meant so much to me. As I take the next step in my career, I do so with nothing but gratitude and respect. Thank you, Spurs.
That's a lovely message. Big up to Radu. Wish him all the best. It's the right decision from all parties. I think we should look at why we decided to spend the money that we did on Dragusin, and we should look at the recruitment process, because I do think it was a flawed process. Going for someone like him who wasn't really the right fit, and that should be investigated. But in terms of we made some money back on him. It wasn't a complete loss. I think Paratici helping us out, getting another player off the books is a good deal. Good deal all round, I think.
You never know; they might take one more player off us as well, Manor Solomon. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Moving on, Romano giving us an update that's not too much of an update on Savinho. He says that Tottenham remain very interested in Savinho. Spurs are waiting for Man City for the decision on Savinho, whether they want to let him go or not, and under which conditions. So Spurs very much playing the waiting game, apparently, on the City.
Yeah,
decision.
it sounds like we're ready to go, but it sounds like Man City, Maresca's obviously newly through the door. They don't know what they're doing yet, business-wise. They haven't started making their moves. They don't know if they want Savinho to stay. Maybe Maresca wants to take a look at him as well. So it is frustrating from a Spurs point of view. We kind of want to get the ball rolling on this, and he clearly is very keen to come to Tottenham. But it takes all three parties to get a transfer like this done. So let's see what Man City think. I get the feeling that Man City will take the money, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it? Because you've got a player that seems like he's dying to move to Tottenham. He's like literally all over every social media post. He's liking all the players that have announced they're joining Spurs, like Tonali and Mateus Fernandes. He's liking those posts. It just seems like this is a transfer that will happen. And whatever Maresca thinks of Savinho, he just seems to be dying for this move.
For sure. But obviously, if Maresca convinces Savinho he's going to be a big player for him, then I'm sure that can change his mind. But right now, he's already missed out on a World Cup spot. He was looking to move to Tottenham last summer. He's got a mate here at Spurs as well. He was obviously getting a lot of guarantees at Tottenham that he's going to get the game time, and De Zerbi will get the best out of him. So I can understand the appeal. But if Maresca tells him, look, I've got big things planned for you, I want you to stay here, I'm sure his mind could be switched back.
Yeah. But it just seems like we're just in limbo at the moment, waiting for Savinho. I do think it's a deal that's going to end up happening, though.
Me too.
Next up, we're going to talk about Dusan Vlahovic once again. Free agent Dusan Vlahovic, currently without a club. Team Talk are reporting that Tottenham have been offered the chance to sign Dusan Vlahovic on a free transfer. Obviously, we've made our uses of the free transfer market already this summer. Do you see Dusan Vlahovic potentially being another one?
I've got a feeling that we're not going to go for him. Obviously, it depends on the other moves that we go for. I don't think he's a bad fullback option. I think he's a good finisher, got a brilliant left foot, hasn't quite worked out brilliantly at Juventus over the last few years, but obviously was brilliant at Fiorentina before that. I'm sure De Zerbi will know him well. I'm sure he would have followed his career and will have his thoughts about whether he's the right fit for him and for Spurs. I get the feeling that we're not going to go for him. He was on massive wages. Obviously, he would have to maybe he wouldn't have to take a pay cut considering the wages we're going with.
Currently, he's on absolutely no wages.
Yeah, he's on no wages. So I'm sure he would jump at the chance to come to Tottenham. I think right now we're looking at other things. I don't think he's top of our list, put it that way.
Be interesting though, like even if you bring in a Kroupi and play him off the striker, you bring in the two wingers that we keep suggesting in Leao and Savinho. There could be another spot there if Richarlison goes, you play Kroupi in the 10 and you got Vlahovic and Solanke up front. I mean, that's not a bad option, is it?
Not at all. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that.
Yeah, I think that could be a realistic option for Tottenham, and it's something that we should seriously look at. I think, though, if you do bring Vlahovic and Leao both in the same summer and ask them to regenerate our attack, two players that have been looked at quite negatively over the past couple of years, it is a big risk, though, isn't it?
I agree. I don't think I'd bring them both. I think if you're going to take a risk, do it on with one of them.
Yeah. On Vicario, this thing just never seems to be moving forward with Vicario, because Fabrizio Romano says that Juventus have had direct contact with Emi Martinez's camp today, as Argentinian goalkeeper remains the favourite target for Juventus. Deal depends on Aston Villa's request, still seen as expensive, and to be negotiated after the World Cup. And another option is Guillermo Vicario. But the conversations have started, and no, sorry, that was something else. But yeah, it seems as though Martinez is still number one.
Yeah, they keep going back and forth with this, don't they? Juve, one minute they think it's too expensive, the next minute they think actually we can get the price down. So I'm guessing they're waiting for Argentina to get out the World Cup to really get the lay of the land and where everyone stands. So we might have to be a bit patient with this one. But regardless, whether he goes to Juve or somewhere else, I think he's out the door, where, whatever happens. But let's hope we get a bit of money from Juve. That'll be the best scenario, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see how that one progresses. And last but not least, a bit of a cryptic one for you guys on Eli Kroupi. SZY has tweeted, we had to go deep into the mentions for this one. SZY has been saying that he's heard good whispers on Kroupi, all to be revealed very, very soon. So that sounds positive.
We'll see. There has been a lot of things flying around about Kroupi. I mean, nothing reliable, all whispers, all hearsay, but there's been a lot of things in the ether, let's say, in the back channels. There's, people on TikTok, people on X, all these different things saying they've heard from a mate, this mate said this, saying that Kroupi's coming, Kroupi's signed. Apparently some Premier League journalist saying he's heard that Kroupi's signing, all these different things. Who knows what to believe anymore.
Hearing from that Richarlison's going to Saudi in the pub.
Absolutely. So that was tier one. So you look, who knows what the truth is until you hear, obviously, from reliable sources. You've got to take it all with a pinch of salt. But when it comes to Kroupi, what we do know is he's a phenomenal player. He improves us massively. I do think if we put the money down, I don't think anyone's going to match our bid, considering the numbers we're talking about. So I think Tottenham, we discussed it, didn't we, in the video, which will be, it's out now on about the squad building. We can push the boat for Kroupi, like in terms of the budget that we have this summer. It seems as though if we want to slap down 100 million, if we're certain about him, we can get him through the door. So why not? I think we should be ambitious. I know it's a bit of a risk because he only had one good year in the Premier League, but this kid seems like he's on his way right to the top, and he's pure class, brilliant finisher, and I think that's why Tottenham are all over at the moment. Yeah. But let's see how serious we are about him.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see how that progresses. Just a quick one, that Spurs did announce that we brought in Cole Ramsey, younger brother of Jacob Ramsey, for the academy setup. So it looks as though Spurs are working very hard on bringing in these kind of academy players right now as well. So Spurs attacking everything on all fronts right now.
I think that's an important thing to do, as much as you're looking at right here and now as well, that you can't neglect the future. And it seems as though Tottenham have obviously, in previous years, we've been way too focused on the future, not on the here and now, and that's been a big issue. But I've got no problem us getting talented young players we think can have a big future at Tottenham. And the Ramsey family seems to be very talented. They got Jacob, they got Aaron Ramsey as well, and now Cole Ramsey coming through. So let's hope he's as talented as his brothers.
Yeah, none of them wanted to beat a Villa though, apparently. So SZY as well has literally just tweeted about more academy signings. He says he understands Tottenham are pushing hard and firmly in the race to sign Arsenal youngster Michel Nduka and Leicester youngster Darren Motzi. Michel Nduka visited Hotspur Way today, and that's on top of Spurs as well going for another Arsenal academy player that they signed for 1 million a year ago or something. And I saw another player as well, heavily linked with Spurs.
Leicester, another one from Leicester.
Another one from Leicester. So look, Spurs are we're attacking the academy signings as much as we're doing with the first team signings. Great to hear.
It's great. I mean, obviously, when it comes to these players, you never really know how good they're going to turn out to be. So you can't get too excited about it. But it's just great that we're being proactive about it and getting these players through the door. And hopefully, down the line, it pays off dividends. And we've seen already that some of our young players are going for good money. So hopefully that's obviously another way of diversifying your income, which is obviously so important in today's game. If we can start bringing youngsters into the first team or making good money out of them, then it's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe that's what Johan Lang's doing.
Yeah, getting these youngsters. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Doing. Yeah. We found Johan Lang, people. We found him. But that is your Tottenham update for today. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts regarding all the news stories that we have brought you today. 2 confirmed signings and 2 confirmed sales, should I say, and hopefully more signings through the door very, very soon. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.